Oh, hey, hey, hey. I just finished watching Peach McIntyre's live. And I've been watching Peach for about 3 years. Since the beginning of the pandemic. Y'all might hear my fan in the background, but I'm not going to cut it off because it'll get hot and I'm just not going to cut it off. I'll try to talk louder. But I have been watching her since the pandemic. Now, when I first started watching Peach McIntyre, the reason why I started watching her, what's this I got on her forehead? The reason I had started watching her was because I felt like she had some good advice and she was a good strategist when it came down to putting out social media content because she was able to go from food stamps to making six figures. That's what made me start watching her. However, what made me stop watching her, and I just recently started back, but what made me stop watching her was when she started getting above herself, and just because she started making six figures, that she basically was putting others down. She started putting welfare moms down, and she was originally a welfare mom herself, living on Section 8 and stuff. And at first, she was being really resourceful, helping people until she got to being cocky. When she started being cocky, that's when I was like, you know what, I can't deal with that. And I stopped watching her. I did buy her e-guide, and I just was disappointed in the e-guide. At the time, the e-guide was $5 for the YouTube, $5 for the Facebook Reels. When I read the e-guides, it was a very big disappointment because basically all it was the guidelines for YouTube and Facebook Reels. It was, you can get that for free. Like, all you got to do is go read the content, read what you signed when you signed up for Facebook or YouTube, and they'll tell you the guidelines. And so, but she was good at explaining it. I will say that she was good at explaining it, and she was good at, telling people what they could do to, get their channels monetized and stuff. And at this time, it had me pumping, y'all. I was just pumping. I was like, yes, I'm going for it. If she can do it, I can do it too. That's how I felt. And so I went for it, and I started, they made me another page, and I got monetized. I didn't get monetized off of her book. I got monetized because I just finally was like, you know what? Let me just keep posting, 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 posting. So I got my invite to the Facebook bonus reels. Didn't make no money because I got blacklisted. Once I got on the blacklist, they canceled out me making money. I think it was, they suspended me November 22nd. So I didn't get a chance to make my $35,000 bonus. They let me make 20 cents. They sent me a statement for 20 cents, y'all. But however, I will credit her with giving me the motivation to get on and just try a little harder and to go beyond, what people would think or say. Now, I started back watching Peaches last month because I felt myself lacking, and I felt like if anybody could get me where I need to be, it might be her. But then when I started watching her page, it was like, oh my God. And then she started talking about her family members and stuff. So I got drawn into the drama, just like everybody else. I got drawn into the drama, just, seeing what's going to happen, what's going to happen. So tonight she comes on her YouTube live. She said she was on TikTok live earlier. And I'm just watching and listening to her. And it just made me wonder, is she blacklisted or what? Because some of the stuff she was describing, people were telling her she need to move. I mean, they was really trying to get her up out of Tampa, Florida. They were down for that. She need to move. She said cars were riding by her house and stuff. And then she did a whole scene where she started crying and talking about she's chosen and stuff like that. And I tell you, when you're chosen, you don't have to announce it. Let me just throw that in there for free, okay? You don't have to announce that you're chosen. You just do the work that God has given you to do. You ain't got to announce that stuff. Anyways, so a lot of stuff she was describing how people were showing up to her child's school and showing up to her house. It just made me think that, if she's telling the truth and if it's not a scam, because y'all know they're trying to get her for scamming too. She made all them millions of dollars and then she didn't follow through with the classes. And so people want their money back and she didn't want to give them their money back because she didn't have it to give back. According to her, she didn't have it to give back because she spent it all at the casino. Okay, let's move on down to the blacklisting. But the way she was talking, I was like, dang, either she blacklisting or she mimicking what somebody else has then went through. I mean, she even went to talking about God, and the way she cussed, I'm surprised she even started talking about God. And I'm not going to say a cusser can't talk about God because Peter was a cusser, okay? But she said people got what somebody leaked their address. And when they leaked her address, that's when she said she started noticing people, coming around her house, riding past her house, and, just a whole bunch of stuff that basically means stalking and stuff like that. And some of the other stuff she was saying that just kind of alarmed me was like she was getting harassed by the community and stuff. And let's watch a little bit of this.
Doing this shit to me on purpose. My kids been say they tired of going to Busch Gardens. It's boring. So we had already we're gonna just start going to Orlando more often.
She's talking about
That's
actually
number one.
moving now.
Number two, I had already stopped talking to my mama. I literally was only talking to my sister and brother. I had already stopped gambling, saying I didn't want to gamble no more. It's just like he's breaking down everything. He's just breaking me to make me leave this place. I told Wood that I said, God want me to leave. I gotta leave, but I don't know where to go. I watched this video on TikTok, and they was talking about when God wants you to leave, the things He'll do. First you're
So
gonna
this is
outgrow
her
the
going
people,
back to
places, and things.
God.
Your life gonna go chaotic because He wanna break these bonds. He wants you to leave. But they say God gonna give you the place. I feel like God ain't gave me my place. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Even like y'all suggesting all these places, I'm still like, I don't know where to go. I don't know if I'm gonna spend every.
So see, she's saying that she needs to go, 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 and which that is normally one of the first things you want to do once you get blacklisted is you want to flee. You want to flee the area you're at because you feel the coldness of people. I know because it's happening to me. And when you feel the cold chill of people and how they're treating you different, I mean, yeah, you want to go where you are treated a lot better and you feel safe. But she stresses over and over during this live of hers tonight that she doesn't feel safe in Tampa and that she really needs to go. Let me see if I can find this other part on here.
Cuss out. They could cuss out. Still to this day.
Don't even think about it. I know that this internet did not just shut down. All right, y'all. That's Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi for you. I might have to put on my hotspot. Anyways, till we get the video back up, that's messed up. Right during my live, right? Let me see here.
I know that's right. Your babies are good in
Let
ears.
me see.
From me.
Really? I know this sucks, right? But see, this is things you have to go through like this. When you start going through the issues that I'm going through, they'll stop your Wi-Fi and everything. That is so messed up. Anyways, I hope she.
They're doing well in school. I get in school every.
Anyway, I hope that she pulls it together and that she really does find God I know this is aggravating y'all. I wanted to really show y'all how she was breaking down and stuff, and how like she's sitting outside in her house, outside in her yard. I mean, on her step, and this car keeps riding by her, and I'm just like, that's what gang stalkers do, right? They'll just keep riding by you. You might see the same car three, four times. They just want to be noticed so bad. I don't know if that's what she's going through, but it sounds like the people got tired of her and just blacklisted her because she put her family business out there. She was cussing out her subscribers and stuff and people that follow her, her peach patch. She was putting them down, and before that, the month before, she had this class called
On time. I got my babies in daycare.
hold
That
up.
one daycare that didn't work out, I got them in a better daycare. I can afford my life. God, what do you want from me? All this stemmed from me buying my son a car and being at Disney where I was not bothering nobody.
Okay, let me stop right there. So she said all this came from me buying my son a car and being at Disney World. I don't think she realizes the depthness of what has happened. People don't just hate you because you go to Disney World or you buy your children a car. This woman got a lot of mouth, y'all. She made a lot of enemies in a little or no time in these last 3 years. And so I think somebody is finally didn't put her name on the list.
My family's intent was to destroy me after all I did for the motherfuckers.
Excuse the language, y'all.
Literally
She
taught
loved
y'all
to
how to
cuss.
make money for free multiple times. Got you monetized on multiple platforms.
I don't want to hear that part. But y'all can go check out the rest of her thing yourself.
God, he always provides.
Come on, thingy. I just feel sorry for the kids, basically, because the kids having to go through this, it's not going to be easy on them. And she already had it where, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of weeks ago, the kids had to get two of the kids had to get transferred to a different daycare because they got kicked out because of her cussing out the people and stuff. And it seems like it's just going downhill for her. And just listening at some of the things that she's saying, it just reminded me of how I was when I first realized that, I had been put on a blacklist. I ain't gonna lie.
Excuse me, bro.
The
My
hardest
son
part
finna
was
get
my
his car.
pride.
My sister kid ain't got no car. I bought my son a car. Told her son, get me into
Let,
Monday. Auntie Peaches finna work hard all.
let me see. Yeah, y'all can just go back and watch that
Excuse me.
because
Excuse me, y'all. What's up?
let me see.
What's up? Y'all literally be in my comments trying to cast spells on me, hoping people rob me. Oh, I hope somebody left a comment like that today. Oh, I know where she stay. This her address. She get paid on the 21st. I hope somebody rob her. The fuck?
Uh-oh.
I've been
That girl loved to
monetized for
cuss.
3 years. People been knowing I get paid on the 21st through the 26th because I teach. A bitch ain't never tried to rob me. Nah, people really like speaking this. It's evil. It's so evil. And I still stand on what I said. Everything I said about my daddy, I meant, and everything I said was true. Everything I said about my mama was true. Everything I said about my family was.
Okay, so she aired a lot of family drama out. And she crying about it. Now she reaping what she sowed sooner than later. She aired out about her daddy just recently passed away, like in this month, I think it was. He passed away, and he got all these other kids, and she basically cussed them all out, put them all down, aired their dirty laundry, aired her husband's dirty laundry and his family dirty laundry. She aired everybody's dirty laundry out on this channel right here. And that's what she's talking about when she says, I'm not taking back anything that I've said. I'm not taking it back. And I think sometimes our pride can get the best of us. I had to humble down. One thing I tell you that this blacklist experience has taught me is to humble myself down before the Almighty God. Man, I thought I was humble before, but no, you don't know humble until you go through the worst of worst. I'm telling you, I just really feel sorry for the kids at this point because she is not seeing nothing wrong with what she's saying or doing. And I think she really pissed somebody off. They threw an address out there. They already knew all the kids because she put all her kids' names and numbers out there. Not numbers, but their names and ages and stuff. And that's part of her personality on there is to live her life every day. One woman even showed up to the school, y'all, and that is. I'm sitting here like I know she didn't say the right things about her family and stuff, but that don't give people the right to invade somebody's personal space. Y'all see that light flickering on my phone? Like, where did you come from? See, that's an invasion of personal space, just like I'm getting done right now. Because what y'all seeing right now ain't nothing but, right there, that's a camera. It's not my camera. That is one of the spy tools that have been put on my phone. And I should have covered up my camera. And you can't see it. You can't see it unless you're looking through a camera. Anyways, I hope she don't get to the point where she has to go through what I'm going through being blacklisted. You're not treated equally. And, well, nobody really is. But you're just treated horrible for no reason at all by strangers. And then when family members get around you, they pretend like they love and care about you, but the whole time they're just monitoring your behavior just so they can report back to whoever it is they report back to. And that wasn't the part that humbled me down. That didn't humble me down because I already knew what family, how they were. So anything family did didn't surprise me. I think what really got to me was the fact that I no longer could decide who came in and out of my house and who could see what I was doing in and out of my house. And if she's got to that point where she's blacklisted, she's really gonna, like, money can't buy you up out of that like that. It's it's horrible. But this is just a lesson learned. Just because we have social media accounts do not give us the right to think that we can do and say as we please about people and things. There are consequences to everything that we say and do. Um, and I don't know how I started watching her this last couple of months. It just happened, and I just been tuned in ever since, and it's just an ongoing thing. I've watched her literally just go down. She's went down in 2 months. Like she went from being happy to you can see all this pain and struggle that she's going through. She's going through a lot. And that she may be faking, it ain't far off from the truth. But if Peach is blacklisted, man, she gonna have a hard time. I just pray God touches her and she really gets in contact with God for real because just doing it for social media ain't gonna get it.
I'm sure they know who I am. They rode past, load up, sped up, turned around, rode back.
See, that's
I'm
how the
sure
cars is doing
they
her.
know who I am. I'm sure they know who I am. literally sitting outside at home. Mind you, I've been living here for going on a year. This stuff ain't never happened to me. My lease is actually up, and they asking me to renew my lease. Like my lease will be up in November. I moved here in December.
And I used to say that same thing. I was like, this ain't never happened to me before. It ain't
Give me
never
some what?
happened to me before.
Give me some what? Mm. Some cameras too. Get me some. Get me some what? And I don't bother nobody.
Let's stop right there. Now she said get some cameras and she's showing her cameras. Let me tell y'all, for those of you who do not know, just as sure as they got tapped in on my camera, you see it? Cannot see this. I can't make this stuff up. If I'm just sitting here looking at my phone, I cannot see this light flickering like that. I'm not recording anything. So let me tell you about the cameras. The cameras work two way. You getting them so you can catch who's doing whatever they're doing, and at the same time you're feeding them all your information because they can see you. That if the right hacker comes in, they can see everything you're doing. What happened to me, I don't know what hacker they had come in, but whoever wired it up, they messed around and wired it up wrong. So when I started playing my video and I started looking through the live streams of my camera, guess who I saw? I saw them. I saw their house. I saw what they were doing. And I guess when I mentioned something about it, they caught on to it and they switched it back around. So now they did a whole different thing. I can't see them now, but I was able to see them then. And that was on off a Ring camera. So I hope this is opening up some eyes, and I hope those who watch, knowing that you're part of this type of harassment, that you really stop, because you really do reap what you sow. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm looking at her. She went from doing all that talking about her family, and now look at her. She's reaping quick. This was just 2 weeks ago. She was putting everybody down in her family, and now people are stalking her and pulling her down. Let's hear some more.
Don't bother nobody. We got them in the backyard too, all around the house.
Don't even matter, because them cameras, they might pick up something, but if they want to jam them, they can stop them. They'll jam them.
That's what I said. It's crazy because I prayed to God. I asked God, I was like, God, please let these people renew my lease. I don't want to move. I just got settled. I just want to stay.
They running her out of her
Comfortable, right?
town.
I prayed for this. And then they offered me to renew my lease even for less money.
We already
And
saw that part.
after that,
We already saw that part, y'all. Ooh, now why she want to do some stuff like that? Mm. Okay, so y'all, I gotta look at this one more time before I get off of here. Look at that, how that goes. What is it? Does y'all phone do the same thing? Somebody get back with me and let me know if y'all's phone does the same thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna jump right quick off in Peach and just end it like this. Well, now I'm gonna stay on Peach. I'm just gonna end it like this. Um, all I can do is pray for situations like this, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna pray for it, because even though she doesn't know the magnitude of the damage that she's doing to her family, I'm gonna pray because those babies love her. Those kids of hers, they love her and they need a mom. So I'm going to pray for her mindset and that she does not refuse God. Because see, people can talk about God, but that don't mean that they really believe God. It might just sound like the right thing to say to get people off your back. But I'm going to pray for her because she got 7 children, 7 small children that need her. And some of them have autism. I think it's one got autism, and I don't know, but she got 7 children, and I know definitely one has autism, and the little baby, he just came out the NICU unit when he was born, so they need her. They need her well in her mind and her spirit. That's why I'm not gonna put her down because I'm seeing this too many times happen to our black women. Get on this social media and get lost. They get on here and once they start getting the money, you know, talk real good. They talk a real good game, but when the pressure of fame hits, it don't only hit you, it hit your children too. That's why I try to be careful and mindful of things that I say and do on these apps because I have children and I learned the hard way about how it can destroy your family and it can drive a wedge between you and your children. This is another way just to bring people down if you don't use it wisely. In her case, she ain't been using the net wisely. Y'all go check her videos out, and you're gonna see. I don't know if she's blacklisted or not, but it surely seems like she's blacklisted. And I'm not gonna say that she got mental issues because that's what they want us to do is label each other with these mental issues, and I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to do it. So yeah, and that's about it. That's all I got for y'all. I'll stick around with y'all for until I get a 30 minutes in. But yeah, I feel sorry for her and her family. I mean, she got a husband that's doing what he doing, and yo, this is the price we pay when we put our life out here in the opening. Can I talk to myself too on this tonight? When we put our life out here in the opening, whether it's to try to help the next person or to share our experiences, this is consequences that we have that come back. We can promote good stuff on the internet and we'll still end up with a consequence that we didn't ask for. Whether you promoting something good or bad. But this is the price we pay as content creators. And I know somewhere my name is flying around in somebody's phone as a prostitute. So just imagine what she feel like knowing she got 7 children and they're trying to get these kids taken from her. That's why they putting so much pressure on her. Because they trying to make her lose everything. Because one thing we know, a woman, whenever she's without her kids, she loses things. She don't get the same type of benefit that she would with her kids. And we got some evil, vindictive folks out here in this world today. They don't care nothing about kids. They blacklisting kids too. Don't think they care anything about kids. Because they don't. This world is cold and cruel. Consider that notice on the enemy's head right there. We're not going to let you have our children. We're not going to let you bring us down and separate families. We're not going to have that. So women and men, be mindful what you put on the internet. Be mindful how you talk about your family members on this internet. And be mindful of your posts because in this day and time that we live in, anybody can get blacklisted just like that. You won't even know that it's because of your post that you got blacklisted. You can get blacklisted for being a Democrat, for being a Republican. You can get blacklisted for anything. Somebody may have just put her out there like that because she was running her mouth. And yes, I know we got freedom of speech, but don't you believe that Only certain people got freedom of speech. Don't believe the hype. It may seem like that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's not the way it is. Some of us start talking, and we got to pay consequences for every word that we have said. So be cautious of your tongue. Take care of your tongue. Let your words be seasoned so they'll come back fruitful. We're the salt of the earth. You can't talk about God in one voice and then in the next voice, GD this and GD that. You got to be one way or the other. There's no power in a lukewarm person. I'm not saying that what she is. I'm just saying for the sake of all of us. All right, y'all. And if y'all don't know, um, let me see here. If y'all don't know, and I'm going to go. Let me say this too. Let me go on here. Y'all, I be watching some of everything. Let me go here. This is my page right here. My plus size grandma reality show. Hey y'all, I'm Coco. I also have a podcast that go along with this as well. Now right here on this video, I think it's eyes. I want to say eyes of the window. That's the video I was telling y'all about earlier where I was just combing out hair and those big birds came through. On both these videos, big birds came through today. So that's why I said the birds must have been drones. Let me see. Somebody had left a comment. Welcome to my plus size grandma. Somebody had left a comment, and I'm looking for that comment. Let's see. Think it's on here. So I do read comments, y'all, by the way. Okay, so this woman said about my video, she said I had a vision that Miss Elite put that spells on you. She's being accused of being an agent that tries to act like she with the sisterhood. She has multiple channels. Can I tell y'all something? I don't know who Miss Elite is. I don't know who this woman is. And I don't know about any agents or multiple channels or anything like that. I don't know anything about any spells, but I can tell you anything. I'm talking about anything that comes my way, God knows about it first. And I just plead the blood of Jesus over all stuff like this, and I give it to God. And I don't let stuff, let me tell you something, I don't let words fear me. You see that? I don't let those words fear me. I keep God first. That's the one thing about us when we go in our training, for the word of God, that's the one thing we train for is to fear the Lord. When we fear the Lord, we have all understanding. And from what I understand is we're not to be afraid of spells and curses because we have a Savior who died and rose with all power in his hands. So I just want to let you know on that comment. I appreciate you commenting, but it doesn't I can't let stuff like that get next to my heart. I just give it right on to God, and I keep right on living. Because I saw the statues put out there. I saw it was some voodoo statues put out there and stuff, and I don't even worry about it like that. In due time, God will handle all. And that's why I feel sorry for Peaches. If she on that blacklist, I feel more bad for her kids than anything. And she already had said one of her kids was scared now to walk by himself. And she got a right for him to be scared because they will do stuff to him. Y'all look at this. Yep, they will do stuff to them. So, anyways, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will try to bring more stuff. If I find stuff that I think will help, I try to, just bring stuff that's gonna help us in our everyday life. And I thought that story about Peaches, it just made me wonder if she was blacklisted because of all the stuff she started saying she was going through, and she was started crying, and you don't know if she crying or laughing. One thing about her, it's hard to tell which way she goes because she switches in and out so much that you could it's hard to really pinpoint. It's really hard to pinpoint, how she really is. All right, y'all. So peace, love, and happiness. I'm up out of here, and I'm finna take it to sleep. All right.